Welcome back, folks, to another rebuild, and we're going to play the guessing game once again. Can you guess who we're going to be rebuilding this time round? They enjoyed their greatest era in the 1940s. They've got a history to be proud of, boasting a total of 23 competition wins. They finished runners-up in the Champions League in 2000 and 2001, twice on the bounce. They have won the Spanish top division 6 times and are 7 times runners-up. They have won what was then the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1980 and also won the Euro Super Cup in 1980 and 2004. Any ideas of where we're going to? I'll just wait here just for a few seconds. Smash a like on the video if you are enjoying these rebuilds. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And today's rebuild, we are going to, yes, you've guessed it, we are going to Valencia. We've only done a couple of Spanish sides, so I thought what a good idea would be to come back to Spain and pick up another giant of a club. And Valencia, I think, kind of fits that bill. They've finished 8th or 9th this season. We're going to try, obviously, better that one and obviously try and win the league once again. Last time winning in 2004. So obviously we want to do better than that and also want to get them into Europe as well. Looking at the past finishers, 13th, 9th. Obviously they finished 8th or 9th this season. A couple of 4th positions, 12th, a 4th, an 8th, a 5th. So they've been round about the top 10. And obviously a couple of times outside the top 10, freakishly, so it seems. Let's have a look, quick look how much money they have given us. That's not going to be an awful lot. Okay, we've got a bit of a task on our hands, even though we've got £32 million in the bank. The club vision is to sign players under the age of 23, develop using the club's youth system as well. We almost did that with Rapid Bucharest in our last rebuild, and to be perfectly honest, I quite enjoyed that one. We didn't have that awful lot of money, but it was a pretty good team that we built anyway in the end. But to qualify for Euro 2, well, that's kind of a low down priority for me. I want to be going to at least Europa League and Champions League if we can. But maybe speaking a little bit too soon. Let's have a quick look at the youth set before we have a look at our own team. So they've got quite a good few youngsters. I mean, potential doesn't look that brilliant. The B team, okay, they've got quite good potential there. Facundo Gonzalez, 18-year-old centre-back. Seems to be top of the billing. 6'4" at 18 years old. I mean, apart from his pace and acceleration, other than that, it doesn't look too bad. Physicals need a little bit of work, though. A couple of other good players as well. Fran Perez, a winger. Is he quick? Seems quick enough, and he can cross the ball. Maybe we can get him to the first team already. Give him a bit of a run out. Very good potential, though. And Jesus Vasquez, a left back, quick as well. In fact, a couple of these players should be going into the first team already, I feel. Okay, looking at our first team, let's have a look at the better players that we have got. I mean, it's not too bad start anyway. There's not a lot of aging players, though, to be fair. A few out on loan, though, which I'm disgusted with. But we got Carlos Soler, 24-year-old. Pretty damn good. He's at his potential already. He looks pretty solid. Middle of the park. Yes, I'm liking this already. That's good. Somebody we can work around as well. They've got Jose Gaya as well. Wing back, left. Okay, that's some. Oh, he can play winger as well. Very pacey. Okay, Jose. We can utilise you on that left-hand side. Guedes as well. Forgot we had him. Can we, he's there to 2024, another 3 years. Excellent stuff. A winger on the right-hand side as well. He can also play up front and there. Wow, okay. Nice. Maxi gave us. So we've got some young players here that will look very, very nice. Indeed, very, very good. Striker as well, actually. So we have ourselves a striker. 3 years left on his contract. What's he been like over the past? Okay, not too bad. We can work with that. Gomez. Paulista, centre-back. He is 30 years old, but he looks pretty damn good. So at least a couple of years left in him, I'm hoping. 18-year-old there. Excellent potential. Mariba. Again, middle of the park. If we can... have we got like a contract to buy him? None. Okay, fair enough. We have got him till next season. So maybe we might be able to do a deal with him. Doro as well. Another striker. Okay, I think we've got quite a decent side here. Squad depth then. We've got a very good left wingers. Quite decent right wingers. I'm thinking attacking football here, folks. The 4-2-3-1 seems like a great idea. Although they have got one DM in there as well. Maybe can play midfield. Down that left-hand side looks pretty decent. We are short on the right and the right-hand side. But apart from that, I think we're okay. That's pretty good, especially with our finances as well, which doesn't look that great. We're overspending, that's for sure. They're not going to like that at all. I mean, maybe we can board request increase in wages budget. Maybe we can do that. And they're going to give us they're going to give us 5 million for next season. Hopefully that'd be a little bit more as well. So increase next season's transfer budget. We'll ask them to do that as well. Right, let's sort ourselves out a formation with these guys. Means we've got a lot of potential here in the youngsters. We're going to have to trust in the youth. Right, okay, let's do a little bit of business behind the scenes, sort the transfer window out, and we'll be back when we've done some business. Right, no transfers have been made, but we did bring a couple of youngsters in from the youth side. Gonzalez is coming as a centre-back. We are going to be playing him. He's got very, very good potential. And, yeah, granted he's slightly slow, but with the potential, I think he's going to grow into that role. He's one of the few that we're going to be using this season. But Facundo Gonzalez, 3 games for the first team so far, 6.8. He's not playing too bad. And to top it off, we haven't lost a game yet. So I am not complaining just yet. We also bring in Musa as well, 18 years old. Again, high potential. He's going to be playing in midfield. We have got some other players that we could potentially use. But if we're not going to be bringing in any players, then we are going to be bringing them in from the youth team. And I think that's probably one of the things that they stipulate those try and do, at least anyway. If we can't sign anybody, let's bring him in from the youth. He looks reasonably well. Mentals and physicals look really, really well. We're going to be playing in the centre of the park, though. He's going to be our box-to-box. Preferred to be an advanced playmaker, but Yunus Musa, he's played a couple of games for us already. 3 games, 1 assist and 1 player of the match. 7.13. That's not bad for an 18-year-old. If we can get some players like this coming from the youth development, then I think we're well on our way. And plus, we managed to secure him for another couple of years as well. So that's always an added bonus. And then some players that have been with us already. Maxi Gomez is going to be our striker for this season. And Dominic is going to be our goalkeeper. Although I am looking for a goalkeeper. There are some out there. But again, money is a problem. We have got £2 million though. Where did that come from? We must have sold one of our older players, but it's not enough though. We are overspending by about £6,000. So if we can just adjust that, 'cause I don't like seeing that. It makes it untidy. That should do it. I mean, if I'd known this before, we could have bought somebody. But 1.8 million. They are going to give us 5 next season minimum. But yeah, we're under budget now. So I wonder who went actually. Let's just have a quick look. I'm intrigued now. It was our Cheryshev. He's gone for £1.8 million to Monterey. Okay. We do release one of the older players. I think it was on something like £20,000 a week, I think it was. But it did help sort of with the wages, but obviously not enough. There was another player we wanted to release, but he wasn't going anywhere. He's got another year on his contract, so he'll be running out next season. £8.75 million has been spent in the transfer window before we started. £4.1 million coming in. So that is our side going forward. We are going to be playing this 4-2-3-1 formation, and like I said, it has done as well so far. We drew with Real Madrid in the first game of the season, 1-1. Then we beat Pamplona, not convincingly, but it's still a win. And Real San Sebastian 1-1 with a Guedes goal on the hour. Just incidentally, what happened in this game? We were ahead. We were beating Real Madrid in our first game. It was a 96th minute equaliser from Eden Hazard. Wonderful. Right, okay, table. We are in 8th position currently. 1 win, 2 draws. 5 points. We're 4 points off the leaders. But if we can get into that top 6, then it'll be a job well done. So without any further ado, let's simulate season 1. We'll come straight back and we'll see how well we've done. Right, season 1 has been completed, and that is a surprise, I am not going to lie. To finish third and in the Champions League, it's beyond our wildest dreams. I really didn't expect that at all, and we weren't that far behind everybody else, really, to be fair. Real Madrid run away with the league with Barcelona. We are 9 points adrift of them, but 23 wins, 9 draws, 6 losses, 87 goals, which incidentally is the most in the league. So there's some credit there for Gomez, who is the league's leading goal scorer with 37 goals. The best 3 players in the division, Gaya, Gomez and Falquar as well. Marvellous. Gaya as well, most chances created, most assists. Falquar gets the most dribbles per 90. Well, out of our side at least anyway. He also makes the most interceptions as well, 149 with Polista as well on 133. Wow, and we're on an 11-game unbeaten run as well. Even better, that's fantastic. So if we have a look how well we did in the league anyway, so we went the first few games we were unbeaten. We had a literally unbeaten few months after that as well, September, October and November. We do beat Barcelona 1-0 in that run, 5-0 against Vigo, 4-1 against Levante, Atletico Bilbao 0-0, Espanyol Sevilla we draw, Cadiz we win. And then we lose to Alves and Atletico Madrid at home. Both home games as well. That's disappointing. Real Madrid, we lose 2-0. Lose a couple of games in the next few months, though, to be fair. A lot of tough games, though. We do beat Pamplona, though, 3-2 away from home. And Real San Sebastian 3-0 after drawing them previously. We lose to Villarreal, Barcelona and Vigo in the month of February. And then we have a pretty decent end to this season, with wins over Atletico Bilbao, Sevilla and Atletico Madrid as well, second to last game. That is fantastic. And look at that against Elche as well, 7-4, of which Gomez gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a double hat-trick for Gomez. Wow, we've got one heck of a player here, guys. I don't think we need to do anything about our forward line at all. The Spanish Cup, we only get as far as the 5th round. Did struggle against Real San Sebastian, winning that in extra time before bowing out to Real Madrid at 4-1 in the end. Annoyingly, we did get backed on level terms before Benzema decided to turn up in the second half. Maxi Gomez gets 41 goals. In fact, nobody else came near at all. He was the sole scorer in that. He's still got a couple of years left on his contract. We're going to have to time down eventually. Guedes gets 9 goals, 8 for Gaya as well. Our left back, actually. Is he our left back? Or is he might have been our left back? Or was he our left winger? Oh, I don't know. But he got 22 assists though. Polista at the back with 6 goals. Gonzalez, that 18-year-old, he's only 1.5 star, which is quite disappointing. He's had a pretty good season. He looks very, very poor though. So what's wrong with him? I don't know. I mean, 5 goals and 2. I expect that to go up a little bit more. If that's not going to be the case, then he's not going to be the kind of person we want in the side at all, is he? Musa, how well did he do? He's gone up potentially very, very well. And that's how I expected Gonzalez to grow, but he didn't. 4 goals, 14 assists. As was 18-year-old, now 19. He's worth £77 million now. Wow. Mariba, the other 19-year-old, which we got on loan, £92 million worth. Not as well, but he has got very good potential. I mean, if we could get him on loan for again another season, I'd be happy with that. We just need some backups like that in our side. And our goalkeeper, Dominic, 42 games. How old did he do there? 31. We still need another goalkeeper, to be fair. 14 clean sheets, 55 and 42. That's not too bad, actually. Assist-wise, it's Gaya and Musa in double figures. That's pretty damn good. Sola, how did he do? Really? 9 assists, really? Not brilliant. Falquar 7. I mean, there's been assists right through the whole side, so it's not too bad. Season preview overall, 33 to win the league, but we finished 3rd, so it's not too bad. That's pretty decent, right? Okay, let's more importantly, we're in the Champions League. They're going to just throw £4 million at us. We are in the red. Okay, so that's going to prove pretty difficult. They have upped the wage budget to £930,000 a week. That's an increase of probably, maybe £40,000 a week. But committed spending, we have got about £200,000 to use up. Going to be an interesting summer, considering we are going to be in the Champions League. We're going to have to tie down some players first. and then see what we got at the end of it. Just a couple of transfers. We do bring in Boubacar Kamara. I'm not quite sure where we're going to be playing him. We're not playing a DM as such. So he's going to sit at the back in defence, or he could play in midfield. I'm torn. I really am. I've really brought him in for a defender, really, to be perfectly honest. At 22 years old, pretty good potential. I'm hoping that's going to rise a little bit more. Otherwise, he will be moving to midfield. We bring him in on a free, actually, from Marseille. So I'm quite surprised to let him go that easily, really, to be fair. But I'm quite happy to bring him in. Physicals, mentals, everything looks really good. Tackling, passing, fantastic stuff. He's going to be playing as a ball playing defender. So with his speed, his passing, it's perfect for the job. He's going to be playing alongside Renan. Now, Renan can play at left back, but I brought him in ready for a centre back. Now, we have got an aging centre back. I think this guy will be just the ticket. If it doesn't fit here, then he'll fit left back, and then we'll move our left back up to the wing or something like that. But we're trying a lot of youngsters in here. We can't get players in, but we do bring Renan in from SEP. £13 million in total, going up to 15.5. A lot of add-ons in this particular instance, but I thought he'd be pretty good. I mean, physicals look really nice actually. Same with his mentals. So I think again another good fit. So them two are going to be playing at the back for us. Perez, he comes in from the youth setup. Again, very high potential. He was available. We're going to use him, I think. I'm hoping that he'll be about a 3.5 star by the end of this season. He's going to be playing alongside Sola and Guedes as well, with Gomez up front. So there's no reason why he cannot increase his current ability. He's played 5 games for us so far, 6.4. It's not really improving that much, to be fair, but give him time. He'll be hopefully one of our better players. Who else is available, really? We have got Dakabi as well, which I'm very tempted to bring in, actually, to be perfectly honest. Paulista's there as well, but he's 31. 1 goal in 5 appearances. Maybe I just leave this one blank. I was hoping to bring Renan in, but I'm not going to be silly. I can't do too much with too many youngsters in. But Musa, look at that, nearly a 4-star already, and he's only 19 years old. This is what I want to do with the youngsters. If I bring him in and put him in, they're going to help us out an awful lot going forward. So far this season, it's been not too bad. We drew 2-2 with Milan and beat Porto in pre-season. Then we start our league campaign against Real San Sebastian with a 2-1 victory. Sevilla 2-0. We do lose to Barcelona, but we beat Atletico Madrid and Valladolid. So I'm happy with that in that sense. Musa and Gomez are getting amongst the goals. Musa's doing very well at the moment. So that does put us in 4th position at the moment with that 1 loss. We do pick up Chelsea, PSG and Sporting in the Champions League. And we're in this Super Cup as well. Okay, in the semi-final against Atletico Bilbao. That could be interesting. We could have a trophy on our hands this season, fingers crossed. Right, we're still in a Champions League place, which is nice to see. We finished 4th this time, 8 points adrift of Real Madrid, who finished in 3rd. Real San Sebastian get a credible 2nd. And Barcelona this time run away with the league. I'm not overly concerned because we are still in the top 7, at least anyway. We're in the European place, and more important, we're in the Champions League spot as well. Gomez finishes at league's top goal scorer once again, ahead of Lewandowski and Isaac as well. Good for him. Musa, chances created, 2nd. Gaya as well. Assists, 13 assists. Excellent stuff. If we quickly go through the results, Barcelona, the 2-0 loss there. We do end the August unbeaten in the end, apart from that 1 loss though. 3 draws on the bounce in September, not helping our cause one little bit, but a 4-0 win over Villarreal was quite nice. 2 losses though to Real Madrid and Real Hispalis as well, but we beat Atletico Bilbao. Cadiz, the 1 game in December. Couple of losses there, Gijon and Getafe. Not sure why we lost that. Barcelona, we get mauled 5-1. We do beat Sevilla 3-1 though. 4-2 to Granada. Wow. We do have some very, very silly results in here, I must admit though. But we do finish strongly towards the end of the season. Just that 1 loss to Vallecano, 1-0. But other than that, it's been a relatively successful end to the season. The Spanish Cup, we get knocked out by Zaragoza 2-1 after extra time as well. Vasquez getting us into extra time before Nieto 111th minute winner. Wow, That's disappointing. We didn't get very far at all. The Super Cup, we do get to the final. We do beat Atletico Bilbao 3-1, and then we just get beat 4-0 by Real Madrid, which we just didn't have any answer for at all, did we? The Champions League, how did we fare? Chelsea we beat, and Sporting we beat. We didn't get mauled though, which is good to see. 2 draws against PSG and Chelsea. We didn't lose to Chelsea, so that's really good, but we lost to Sporting and PSG. We do finish 3rd in that group. Only 3 points behind though, Chelsea and PSG, so that's not too bad. We've done particularly well, and we do get into the Europa League, of which we didn't get very far. We get knocked out in the second round. We do beat Antwerp 3-0 in the first knockout round, and then lose 4-1 to Roma in the second. Wow, Musa getting our goal in that game. Disappointing we didn't go further than that, I have to say. So there's confirmation. So 4th in the league, 3rd in the Champions League. Roma go on to win the Europa League actually in the end. Spanish Cup was won by Real Madrid, and obviously they won the Super Cup as well. Let's have a look at our squad then, see what they were like then. So Gomez, who just seems to be getting better and better, at 26 as well. 36 goals and 50. That's not too bad at all. We're still going for a good number of years as well, so I'm more tempted to stay with the young forward. We do need to improve on a lot of other places though. Perez though, he hasn't gone up that much though, I don't think. I'm disappointed. I mean, there's a few stats gone up, but considering it's supposed to be potential very high, I expect him to be at least a 3-star by now. Just the 10 goals and 8 assists. Musa though, 20 years old, that's what I'm talking about. That's the sort of development I like to see. And 9 goals, 10 assists. But look at that. I mean, he's 20 years old, 4 stars, 5-star potential. Fantastic. Solo has 7 goals. 7 goals for Guedes as well. He's not doing particularly well, is he? Maybe he's just being pushed out because we did force Perez on that left-hand side. Maybe we just leave the forward line as it is, because we don't obviously want to upset him and let him go. Gaya leading assists with 16, Musa with 10, 9 for Sola, Perez with 8. He didn't do too bad, Perez, though. Give him his dues. Maybe another season on that left-hand side, but do we do that or risk upsetting Guedes? I don't know. Finances then, 3 million in the bank, £10 million to spend. Woo! We've got no wage budget. There is a bit of sponsorship money to come in, but not an awful lot. We need to keep producing Champions League football in order to gain a little bit more, though. With money being tight, 10 million wasn't going to go very far. So only the one signing at this time round, and we bring in Bafadi Dekati. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do apologise. Not bad potential. Again, another youngster, 22 years old, 6'1". His physicals look really good. Heading looks quite remarkable, actually. I'm even contemplating putting him in ahead of Kamara at the back. But I think he's going to share that position with him. £8 million. I think there's a little bit of add-ons as well. Up to £10 million in total. Not a bad couple of seasons with Toulouse in France. He's played a few games for us already because we've had an injury to one of our lads, and that is Dakabi. So him and Kamara are playing well together. So long may it last. So that's the side we're going with at the moment. There's just a couple of youngsters in there. Musa's playing absolutely phenomenal. He's one of our star players. So he's staying where he is. Gomez, obviously our star striker. He's going nowhere. And obviously Dominic at the back as well. He's not going anywhere. But apart from that, we have just the one signing. 2 people have gone out on loan. We've not really got a large squad. We've got everybody tied in for quite a while as well, as you can see. There's one player that we can't get hold of to tie down, and that's our reserve goalkeeper. So maybe next season we're going to be looking at a goalkeeper. Maybe we should have let him go and got a little bit of money back for him. He might change his mind come June next year, but we'll see what happens. So far this season, it's not been too shabby, to be fair. I mean, everybody's liking playing with each other, apart from the goalkeeper who doesn't want to sign a new contract, which is annoying. But quite a good start already. Feyenoord, Topos, Ukraine, even Chelsea get a hammering 5-1. Then we start the campaign with a 3-0 win over Vallecano, Real Hispalis a 4-1 win, and then a 4-3 away win at Espanyol, with Gomez scoring a brace, Musa and Solo scoring the other goals. That was a close call, I'm not going to lie. We should have done a little bit better than that, but you know what? It doesn't really matter because we are lying second in the division. 3 from 3 together with Villarreal and Real San Sebastian. Real Madrid have already lost a game. Barcelona have played just 2 games. But who have Real Madrid? Levante 2-1. Okay. We draw Ajax, Lazio and Sporting in the Champions League. So I would expect us to get at minimum Europa League football from this. Stranger things have happened. We might even go to the semi-final of the Champions League. Who knows? And of course, they want us to get to the 5th round. So we want to go a little bit further than what we have been doing in the Spanish Cup of late. And the season preview, they've got us down as 6th position, 20-1 to win the league. That's not too bad. Inter pick off a £50 million Danjuma from Villarreal. So they must have had some money to spend. Real Sebastian buy some players for about 20 odd million there. Atletico Madrid, Granada, Villarreal. I mean, everybody's spending money apart from ourselves. We've just got that one spending at the back. So let's go and simulate season 3. Let's see where we're going to end up. Hopefully, our kitty will be a little bit stronger for next season, provided we could get Champions League football again. We managed to get 4th spot once again. And, well, would you look at that? Up to 5 places now have got Champions League football. We still claim it as 4th position. Villarreal coming up 5th with 15 points behind us actually, and still claim a Champions League spot. Real Hispales, Sevilla in Europa League, and Atletico Madrid are in the Europa League too. Wow. Real Madrid win the league, just a few points from Barcelona. Then there's a massive gap. And well, actually, no, it's only 4 points gap. I thought it was a bit further. In fact, you know what? It's been a very, very close season. Let's put it that way. We were only 8 points off the leaders, Real Madrid. Wow, that's amazing. Even though we lost 10 games. But saying that, we only conceded 38 goals this season, and that's considerably less than we have done in the last couple of seasons. Gomez does not finish top goal scorer for the season. He's 3 off Lewandowski. I mean, that's a good effort. It's a good effort. Gaya, most assists in the league, and he also gets the 2nd most chances created. Dakabi, the centre of our defence, 184 interceptions. So September didn't really go to plan with 2 losses, Atletico Madrid and Getafe. I mean, again, results that you'd expect us to pick up at least something from. But even so, we do go on a little bit of a run as well. Nothing really to shout about. Barcelona, we beat Barcelona. Actually, there's plenty to shout about. Barcelona have been beaten 2-1. Excellent. I mean, that, and Real Madrid. So in that's nothing too much to shout about. We beat Real Madrid and Barcelona. Wow. That's a massive improvement. Are they both at home? Yeah, they both have been at home as well. We lose to Espanyol 3-2. I mean, we did beat them 4-3 earlier on, I think it was. It was, yeah, 4-3. So it's a pretty close call with them again. We have a little bit of a whoopsie in February, though. I mean, what's going on here? Gijon as well. Real Madrid will lose to, Barcelona will lose to. And then a couple of big scores flying in. Bilbao, 5-2 there. 5-0 against Las Palmas as well. Then we have a 6-0 against Mallorca. And then we get battered by Real San Sebastian. We beat them 2-1 at home, but we get absolutely smashed away from home. And we still only conceded 38 goals this season. That's just crazy. The Spanish Cup, we don't make the 5th round. We drop out of the 4th to Villarreal 2-0 after beating Linares, Andorra and Granada, which isn't too bad, I guess. But I would have liked to have at least hit the 5th, maybe 6th round at all possible. Maybe next season. The Champions League, we do, so it seems, get out of the group stage only to get knocked out at the first hurdle against Arsenal. And to be perfectly honest, it's not a bad result in the end. 3-2 overall. We didn't score any goals, did we? Maitland Miles getting a goal for us. Nikitia, 82-minute winner, though, for Arsenal in that game. And, yeah, they were 3-1 up at that point. Vasquez giving us a lifeline towards the end. But other than that, I mean, Sporting, we drew and beat 4-1. Ajax, we won 4-1 and we beat them twice, actually. Lazio, we lost and drew. So in the group stage, we did finish 2nd, so that's pretty good. So that's a massive improvement over the last couple of seasons. Confirmation then of all the ties. Roma and Real Madrid are in the Champions League final, so they're going to fight that out. I think that's going to be played in a couple of days' time. And Real San Sebastian do win the Spanish Cup. Looking at our squad, let's have a look. 41 goal Gomez. Wow. This kid just keeps getting better and better. I mean, he's 27 years old now, so he's not a kid anymore. Guedes getting a few more games, 11 goals, 9 assists this time, so it's a big improvement on his part. Kamara as well, 9 goals, 3 assists from defence as well. Same with Diaby as well, 6 goals. So they are in our top goal scorers for the season. I mean, nowhere near Gomez, to be fair. I mean, a few more goals right through the whole team as well. Assist-wise, 22 for Gaya, 16 from Musa and Sola with 9. Guedes with 9, Sola with 11. And then Guedes with 9. Vallejo as well, 4 goals, so that's pretty good. I mean, he did play 45 games though. I mean, the top players there, all forwards, getting a lot of game time. Wow. Gomez doesn't like to assist though, so it seems, but I don't care. Keep putting him in the back of the net for us, please. I'm just intrigued as to how far he's got. 116, 178 so far for us. That's huge. And he's just getting better. He's in his 30. He's scored plus 30 every season so far. So going with the club vision, and they're delighted with using the club's youth system. We don't have a choice because we're obviously not having any money. We're going to qualify for the Champions League again, like we have done, and they're just very happy with what we're doing at the moment. I'm pretty impressed. So, £18.5 million we are going to be given this season. I feel like this amount's getting bigger and bigger. So going into season 4, we're going to be spending a little bit more money, and hopefully we can gain that little bit more momentum in these cup competitions. Our first signing then for season 4, we've got Puig from Barcelona. We managed to pick him up very, very cheaply. They were willing to offload him. He's only coming to us on 55 grand a week, and we're actually going to be playing as a advanced playmaker up there. He's going to fight out with Sola, I believe. I think Sola can play midfield as well, but we'll see how that goes for the time being. But very, very cheap. 7 million, rising up to £8 million with £1 million in add-ons. He's been with Barcelona for a very long time, I think, from the youth setup as well. So he's sort of calibre we would like to bring to the club, and the opportunity arose, and we decided to pick him up. And I'm very happy that we have done. And another signing we brought in was another goalkeeper. Now, remember we said we were losing a goalkeeper, but this guy here, Koneshi, he's going to be our number 1 goalkeeper. We needed to shore up our back four, and to only concede 38 goals last season was phenomenal. Hopefully we're going to be doing that again this season, and with a better goalkeeper. So hopefully he'll come to us and do us proud. £17.5 million. That's all it's cost us. He's conceded 3 and 3 so far, 7.03. We do say goodbye to Georgi Marzavili. He's gone to Vigo on a free. A few more people going out on loan. Apart from them 2 signings, that's it. Everybody else is out on loan apart from a youngster going to PSG for £1 million. A schedule has been a little bit of a hit and miss, that has to be said. We do win a friendly cup though, so there is a little bit of a silverware coming our way, but we haven't done so well in the league so far. The first game we won 4-2 against Vigo. Real San Sebastian, we drew 0-0, which wasn't too bad considering we took a hammering from them last season towards the end of the season. And Real Madrid will lose 1-0 away from home, a 6th minute junior goal, which is very, very disappointing. That does leave us in the middle of the table, so I'm just hoping the couple of players that we have brought in doesn't upset the apple cart too much, that we don't finish anywhere near Champions League football, which is where we want to be. We do pick up Man City, Inter and Monaco though, so if we get out of this group in any way, shape or form, will be quite a miracle. We do, however, visit the Spanish Super Cup once again. This time we'll be pitting ourselves up against Real Madrid. Not in the final, but in the semi-final stage. So if we beat them, we might actually win a trophy, but it depends who's in the other semi-final. Season preview has us knocked down a little bit to 25-1 to win the league. So not brilliant, but baby steps. We've had a little bit of money. We decided to spend wisely and get our get a goalkeeper. That's what we needed most. And then we decided to bring in another attacking midfielder. And hopefully next season, going for the push, we'll shore up our defence and bring in a couple of central defenders. But apart from that, I think the rest of the team's okay. We don't need to do that much to it. But if we have a look at the big spenders then, Barcelona buy Cancelo for Man City for 65 million. Barcelona also pick up Wan-Bissaka from United for 29. Real Madrid have been spending it as well, as you can see down here. I mean, there's a few big spendies going on, hasn't there, really? So let's simulate season 4. Fingers crossed we'll find ourselves back in the top European places. Seem to be finishing 4th quite a few times now, so that's 3rd on the bounce of 4th place from the first season where we finished 3rd. It's not a bad ratio, to be perfectly honest. We do hit a European Champions League spot again, so things cannot be that bad. We lose a few less games this time though. 22 wins, 8 draws, 8 losses, 71 goals scored, so we're still piling in the goals, which is good to see. And we conceded 43 goals. It's our first season with our new goalkeeper as well, so it's not terribly bad, but 74 points all the same. We just finished 1 point behind Real San Sebastian, so again, not bad going. But Real Madrid and Barcelona obviously run away with it once again. Obviously money plays a large part in success. Gomez once again does not, he doesn't even get 30 goals this season, which is quite surprising considering he's hit 30 every season so far, but 28 though. 49 goals for Lewandowski, flipping heck, that's he's going to break the 50 barrier, that's for sure. Atletico Bilbao and Madrid 9th and 10th respectively. Wow, they've dropped well off the pace. That could be a rebuild that we might do in the future, I think. Atletico Madrid, I look forward to see what they have to offer. A 4th spot again. I think we're establishing ourselves as a European contender, or at least a European place contender, or even a top 6, which probably makes a little bit more sense. Some of the results then as we go through, we kind of struggled a little bit with the loss of our striker for a few weeks, as that has shown in the first 5 games, just picking up the 1 win. And then I'm assuming he is back. He is. Gomez, there he is, and yeah, it's putting the pedal to the metal, as it were. A hat-trick in that game there. Guedes and a solo scoring in the other game. So yeah, we're scoring goals. A 6-2 victory there. Not so great in November though. Tough teams: Hispales, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, even where we got battered 4-1. Considering where Madrid finished, that's disappointing. Then we go on a little bit of an unbeaten run, only conceding a couple of goals. In that run, we've beaten Real Madrid 2-1, so that's pretty decent as well. San Sebastian, we lose 4-1. Again, some more wins. The odd loss, we did lose to Barcelona there. We drew with Atletico. We beat Eibar 5-1. Any other big scores in there? Not really. There are quite a few decent scores in there. But it'd be nice to see if we could get a few more clean sheets. And 1 goal conceded in the last 6 games. That's pretty good. The Spanish Cup keeps evading us. We only managed to get to the 4th round after a 7-3 victory as well in the 3rd. But to lose 1-0 to Huesca after extra time, 106th minute, that's got to be disappointing. The Super Cup, we lose in the semi-finals to Real Madrid. Despite getting an equaliser through Gomez, it was Junior with the win on 35 minutes. So again, another year without another trophy. The Champions League, it seems to have got a little bit further, and it appears we have got to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Wow, would you just credit that? That is absolutely phenomenal. The group stages weren't so great, I'm not going to lie. Just the 2 wins against Monaco and Inter. We did beat Inter 3-1. We lose to Man City 4-0 and we drew 3-3. We lose to Inter 2-1 and we beat them. I mean, it's all over the place, to be fair. We finished 2nd spot there on goal difference. Wow. Well, say goal difference, it could be just head-to-head. But that's wow, that was lucky to get out of there, though, I have to say. We go on to play Liverpool next. We win 3-2 overall with the goal from Gomez in 65 minutes, deciding the tie in that one though. So excellent stuff. I mean, I'm really happy about that. 2-0 win at home as well. That's phenomenal. Then we play Man City in the quarterfinals and we do them over. A draw and a win this time with a 3-0 hammering at the home ground, with Kamaros netting 1 and Gomez with a brace. I mean, very late goals though. Very late goals to give us the advantage. And then Vallejo with an 84th minute just to seal the deal. 4-1 overall. Excellent. And then we play our third English club, and it's Chelsea. We tend to do well against Chelsea in the pre-season. We don't seem to do well when it actually matters. But a 5-2 loss in the end. The 3-2 loss at home really doing the damage. Gomez getting 2 goals. But yeah, damage was done. 3-0. And they had a player sent off. So we just couldn't get back into the game any more than that. But it's a good run though. That's a better run. And Champions League semi-finalists. Got to be proud. Squad-wise, 42 goals for Gomez. That's decent. He's still putting the ball in the back of the net. I've got no intention of changing the striker at this point. We've got another season to go. We've got season 5. There's no point trying to do anything more than what he's doing already. 144 goals in 215. I mean, that's just phenomenal. Guedes with 10 goals. Musa with 10 goals. He gets 19 assists though. Gaya 8 and 16. So we did push him up onto the left wing. I think he's 30 years old now. Still looks really, really good. And Kamara 6 goals. Gulaman 5 goals. Dakabi 4 goals. Vallejo 3 and 3. So they are getting game time, which is also good to see. And a lot of assists through the whole team. 19 for Musa, 16 for Gay. Guedes with 11. Sola with 9. Palista as well getting a few games as well. I mean, he will be he'll be looking to retire at some point. I mean, 2.5 million. Is it worth really getting rid of him at that price, or just bringing somebody younger and just put him to the side maybe and have him as a backup possibly? Our players are starting to get a little bit older now, so we are going to have to look at replacing some of them going forward. But we've got one more season to go. Can we make the investment that we need? And speaking of investment, let's have a look and see what they're going to be giving us for the final push. They're going to be giving us 24 million pounds. Can we ask a little bit more? We have got 63. We don't want to do that. I mean, they are. It's not much on the wages, 60,000. That's pretty rubbish, really. Increased transfer budget. Yes, we'll do that. And I also want to increase the wages budget. There's no reason why they can't. We're looking pretty good now. If we can get a couple of more players, youngsters in for around £10 million each, I'll be quite happy. Or a signature signing, maybe. Maybe a big signing. But we should be able to do something with that and hopefully replace some of the older ones as well as we go along. Right, let's go and have a look and see what we've done. So we're going to kick off our final season with Gael Rosas. I think that's how you pronounce it. We pick up a right back. I thought we needed somebody a little bit younger, a little bit quicker as well. I mean, he's got very good stamina. Physicals look really, really nice as well. Mentals, aggression and bravery. Wow, determination, work rate. It's going to be fantastic along that right-hand side. I'm not kidding you. Already he's played 3 games for us. He's cost us £8 million in total, which isn't an awful lot. Don't forget we had around about 20-odd million pounds to spend. So we had to spend wisely and trying to find decent players, trying to fit a role as well has been proven very, very difficult in this save. I'm not going to lie. However, we do pick him up. I think he's going to be pretty nice as well. From Bayern Munich as well. Did I mention he's from Bayern Munich? He's from Bayern Munich. Well, every season he's played, he's done a 7+. So, granted, there's not many games. And our main signing and our second and last signing, may I add, is Willart Svedberg. Swedish. Very good potential. He's a model citizen, apparently, at 21 years old. He looks pretty nice to sit in that midfield together with Musa as well. I think we've got a very good team, actually. The team we have put together is pretty young. I think adding 1 or 2 players each season really does the bit instead of gutting the whole team and starting from scratch again, which would have been my go-to apart from the money situation. You just can't get rid of players and then end up with nobody. I mean, we did try to go with a few youngsters who had a lot of potential. It didn't really amount to anything, unfortunately. But Svedberg did cost us a little bit of money. £25 million in total is going to cost us over add-ons and time as well. But already he's played 2 games, a goal and assist, 7.25. Can't say fairer than that, can you? I guess he's been in Italy with Juventus, so he's done reasonably well. I mean, we picked up 2 very good players over the past 4 or 5 seasons, have done 7+. So let's hopefully they'll keep it up. So out the door, we do sell a few players. Unfortunately, them guys are out on loan. But one player, Marcos Andre, he goes to Olympiacos for £1.9 million. And that's it. There's a few players that are starting to age a little bit, well into the 30s now. But we have got them as backup. They're not worth anything really to get rid of. Even the wages are quite low. But to find replacements, it's been really, really hard. But overall, £23 million spent there. Further £8 million there. £31 million overall. 175 coming in. And I think it's 2 million. Yeah, about 2 million there. So not an awful lot of business to go into the final season. However, the side is going to look a little bit like this. Svenberg is playing. I think he's just going to be in that middle role here together with Musa. We do have Rosses on the right-hand side. De Kirby in the centre with Gaya on the left. Guedes on the left-hand side as well. I'm tempted to put Solo there. Also in Puig in the middle. We'll see. We'll let them all fight it out between themselves with the rest of the better players. And Gomez, ever present up front. He hasn't let us down at all. An absolute superb player, but now he's 29. 6 goals in 3 games already this season. So he's really on fire this season. An 8.03 already, so can't grumble at him too much. He's just outstanding. He really is. I don't know where we would be without him. 150 goals now he's got in 218 appearances in the league. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll help us at least towards a 3rd place finish and maybe a trophy of some sort. The fixtures so far have been kind to us. We have hit top form in quite a lot of games. We've won a game 7-3, 7-5 against Aston Villa, and we beat Milan 3-0. We even beat Levante in the 2nd game of the season after drawing with Real Madrid 2-2. 8-1. I mean, Gomez, he nets himself 5 goals, not quite the double hat-trick. I mean, that's where his 6 goals have come from, though, to be perfectly honest. And then we drew 2-2 against Sevilla as well. So it's not been too bad. It's not been plain sailing. It does leave us just outside the European places, but we are in 7th. 2 points off the leaders, actually. We do play Liverpool, Dortmund and Transport in the Champions League. And we're not even in the Super Cup, so that's disappointing. But hopefully with lesser games, we might win something. It'd be amazing if we won the league, Champions League or even the Spanish Cup. Just before we simulate our final season then, we are now predicted to finish 4th, 20-1. I mean, we have finished 4th in the last 3 seasons, so, you know, only reasonable that we should be finishing there. A couple of big transfers going through. Villarreal pick up Uwar, £45 million from Chelsea. Barcelona pick up Mane as well. Wow, £26 million. I mean, we do pick up Svedberg for 25. Vigo as well spends some money. Barcelona again spend more. Real Madrid. I mean, everybody's spending money. So let's go and simulate season 5 for the final time, and we'll come back and find out where we finish. Well, that's much better, isn't it? We've finished 3rd. So we finished 3rd in our first season. We've finished 3rd in our final season. 25 wins. 7 draws, 6 losses. That's equal to our least losses. 97 goals though. Absolutely phenomenal. 39 conceded, 58 goal difference and 82 points, which is by far our best haul to date. And it's all come good in the final season. So maybe there's a couple of signings that did do some good then. With Gomez and Dakabi being the 2 best players in the league. Gomez back to his shooting form. He's 38 goals. Surpasses Lewandowski as well, who got 35. I mean, it's quite surreal. I mean, there's 70 odd goals there between the pair of them. Gaya and Sola as well, assists, both of them getting 17 each. Gaya as well, 30 chances created with Sola 28. Dakabi, 196 interceptions made, but we do score the most in the league. Almost get the most chances created in the league as well, but that is about it. That's a phenomenal finish to our rebuild, that is, so I'm really, really chuffed with that. So if we have a look how this unfolded then in the league. So we went through September unbeaten as well. We lose our first game to Bilbao, surprisingly enough. We do draw with Barcelona though. So the 2 draws right at the beginning of the season, Real Madrid and Barcelona. Nice, a few wins as well. Any big wins in there? Hispalis we lose and Villarreal we lose in the following month in November. I mean, that's just, that's awful. Then we go on a winning spree as well. Getafe 5-1. Atletico Madrid, we win as well. Real Madrid beat 4-3 at home. Barcelona 4-4 away. Wow, that's just crazy. Goals flying everywhere. 6-2 winner over Vallecano as well. 6-0 against Pamplona also. Getafe 5-0. We don't finish strong, so I mean, we could have gone that little step further, I feel. Let's just have a quick look. 4 points adrift of Real Madrid. Second place was in our sights if it wasn't for the last few games. 9 points, 2 points picked up. I mean, that's bad. That's what cost us second spot, I feel. The Spanish Cup, we do really well and we get right to the final. Again, the final season has done it for us as well. Wins all the way through. We beat Real San Sebastian in the semi-final on aggregate 3-2. And then we lose to Barcelona 3-1. Wow, that is so disappointing. Gomez scoring in the 82nd minute, just too little too late. But along the way we beat Atletico Madrid, Villarreal, Malaga, Sanz. I mean, it's a good effort. It's a good effort. So runners up either way. So they've done us proud this season. The Champions League, not quite to plan. Transport we beat 2-0 and 5-0, but we do lose to Liverpool twice. Dortmund we lose and draw. So where did that leave us in the group? I'm guessing Europa League, 7 points. I mean, it wasn't that far away. Liverpool just kind of stormed it a little bit, I feel. But in the Europa League, we beat Cluj 5-2 in the first knockout round. Second knockout round, we play Leicester. Despite losing 4-2 in the second leg, we did win the first leg 4-1 to win 6-5 on aggregate. Wow, what a game that is. And Sevilla, we lose. Of all the teams, Sevilla, we know how good they are in the Europa League. But wow, 3-2 in that one. I mean, what happened there away from home? 72nd minute goal from Oscar. That's disappointing to not get anywhere in Europe, but we are progressing further and further in the stakes here. Looking at our squad and how, I mean, there's a lot of players that did not play at all. And to be perfectly honest, they are some of the older players as well. So if we have a look at Gomez then, what can I say? 52 goals in 58 games. And Sola, 20 goals, 22 assists. Remarkable. And even Guedes as well, 50. They've obviously saved it for the last season, haven't they? And the Kabi, 13 goals from centre-back. Musa, 13 goals with 14 assists. Everybody has had a hand in this season. It's been absolutely superb. If they can hold on to these players for another season or a few more seasons while they bring them in. What does Fedberg do? 3 and 4. That's not bad for his first season, I'm guessing. And our goalkeeper, how well did our goalkeeper do? 58 games. Let's have a look. Clean sheets. 14 clean sheets. Okay, not as... He did a lot better this season, though, to be fair. I mean, 19 overall. 15. I mean, it's not too bad, but 7.06 anyway. So he's not been playing as well over here as he was in Italy, but give him time. Assist-wise, Sola, Gaya in the 20s. Guedes, 17. Musa, 14. 11 from Vallejo as well. It's a superb all-round effort, and we don't need a big squad by looks of things. Just out of curiosity, I just want to know past positions. Did we ever get to top? We were second for a while, and then we just threw it away right at the very end. Real Madrid, I mean, I'm guessing, yeah, they were third. I mean, that is upsetting that we had it in our grasp. But if we have a look at Real Madrid, they finished stronger than what we did, really. I mean, an unbeaten run. Wow, a few months at least. Losing the last game. Oh, they lost the Champions League to PSG. But, yeah, they were pretty good in the last few games. They got 7 from 9. We got 2 from 9. So that's where it all goes, though. But they did make it to the Champions League final, though. So well done to them. We have got the best coaches in the league. Not so bad recruitment team, and also the medical team has been pretty darn good as well. It's been a terrific all-round performance. Right, we're going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Any ideas of the next rebuild, please let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And until the next rebuild, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.